In today's short video, I'm going to share with you signs you should change your diet. Now, this doesn't only apply to those who are following a particular diet. I'm using the word diet here for a lack of a better word. In other words, these are signs that you should change your eating habits. When many of us are changing our eating habits, we only focus on one thing, the number on the scale. But as you'll see in this video, it's important to focus on three things: the number on the scale, how you feel, and your overall health. Let's look into the signs. The first sign is feeling tired all the time. Are you on a diet right now that is making you feel tired all the time, and you're making excuses for that diet by saying things like, I'm just working too hard, or my workouts are too intense? If you're feeling tired all the time, chances are your diet lacks nutrients, or you're just not eating enough food, or you're not eating enough carbohydrates, because carbohydrates are vital for giving you energy. So if you're feeling tired all the time, it's time to consider either increasing the amount of food that you're consuming, increasing your intake of carbohydrates, or getting more nutrients, especially from plant-based foods. Then the second sign is frequent headaches. Now, it's very common for many of us to experience headaches once we switch from one diet to another. For instance, if you are on a high sugar diet and you withdraw all sugar from your diet, you may suffer withdrawal effects. But these effects only last for about 14 days. And this also applies to sugar, caffeine, and such foods. So if you're experiencing headaches right after changing your diet, that doesn't mean that the diet you switch to is a bad diet. It could be the withdrawal effects. But if you've been on a diet for 2 months, 3 months, or even a year, and you're still experiencing frequent headaches, that's not a good diet. It could be a sign that you're not getting the nutrients that your body needs. And that means you need to switch to a healthier diet, a more nutrient-rich diet. And one of the most important foods you can add to such a diet is healthy fats. Healthy fats are very important for your mental health. So if you're experiencing frequent headaches, try to increase your food intake and also get more nutrient-rich foods and eat healthy fats such as nuts and avocado. Then the third sign is digestive problems. Have you been struggling with constipation and poor bowel movement? This could mean that your diet lacks enough fiber. And as you may know, fiber is vital for keeping you full, improving your digestion, and enhancing weight loss. So if you're struggling with constipation and digestive problems, I would advise you switch to a more plant-based diet. Now, when you switch to a more plant-based diet, do it in a subtle way. You don't want to just start eating all the plant-based foods that you can find, because that's also going to cause constipation and digestive problems. So when you start eating legumes and whole grains, eat them in moderation for the first few weeks until your stomach gets used to such foods. Then the fourth sign here is you're not losing weight. This one is kind of obvious. If you're not losing weight, why would you stick on that diet? Especially if you've been following it long enough. Now, it makes sense for you to continue with such a diet if all you need to do is reduce your portions. If you discover that maybe your portion servings are too big, simply reducing them can allow you to lose weight. But if you've been on a diet for a few months and you're feeling hungry all the time, that means you should stay away from that diet and change the foods that you're eating, because the foods that you're eating, chances are they are the main problem. And the fifth sign here is feeling hungry all the time. Are you on a diet where you just can't stop thinking about food and you have intense cravings every other minute? If that is the case, it means that that diet is not good for you. Now, one of the reasons why this happens, it could be that you're just not eating enough food. Maybe you're just eating very little food and that food is just not enough for your body. In such a case, you may still struggle to lose weight even when you're eating little food, especially when you're eating high-calorie foods. So what you need to do is, 1, increase your water intake. Water is good for curbing hunger. The second thing that you might do in such a situation is simply change the foods that you're eating. Because if you're eating carbs and other foods that lack fiber, you're going to struggle with hunger. Once you increase your intake of unprocessed foods, foods that contain fiber and resistant starch, you'll be able to curb hunger and stay full for longer while still losing weight. So if you're feeling hungry all the time, I would advise you also cut back on sugary foods, because sugary foods tend to increase hunger and cravings because they fluctuate your blood sugar levels. So those are a few things that you can do if you are in such a diet. Then the 6th sign could be skin problems. Many of us don't realize that how closely skin problems are related to our health. Maybe the reason why you have skin problems is because of inflammation. And as you may know, inflammation is caused by a poor diet. If you're eating a diet that is very high in sugar, that lacks antioxidants, and that lacks omega-3s, you're going to struggle with inflammation. And this kind of inflammation is going to ruin your skin health. You also have to be getting enough nutrients. So make sure that if you're struggling with skin problems right now and you started experiencing them once you change your diet, or you've always had skin problems and you suspect that your diet is not a very good one, changing your diet can actually help improve your skin health. One of the things that many people tell me once they join the 6 weeks weight loss challenge is that their skin health has dramatically improved. They are glowing and they look much younger. And that's because they are eating mostly unprocessed foods, foods that are high in nutrients, and the foods that are also contain antioxidants which help fight inflammation and improve gut health. So these are some of the signs that you should always look out for. If you are on a diet right now and you're struggling with any of these problems, realize that that diet is not only causing these problems, but chances are it is also stopping you from losing weight. And one of the best things that you can do is just reduce your intake of all processed foods and increase your intake of unprocessed foods. Now, that's easier said than done. So what I want to do is offer you an opportunity to join the 6 weeks weight loss challenge. In this challenge, I'll show you exactly what to eat in every meal, and you'll be able to combat all these problems. If you're dealing with any of these problems here, this challenge will help you overcome this problem and help you improve how you feel, improve your overall health, and most importantly, help reduce that number on the scale. So check out the challenge by clicking the link in the description below. If you have any questions, or if you have any other signs that you suspect may be due to your diet, leave a comment below and let us know. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like it, share it with your friends, and I'll see you in the next video.